What's up guys, JV2017 here, and today I'm going to share a simple step-by-step guide on how to download and play with console mods. And as many of you know, console mods officially came to Xbox One yesterday, May 31st, and are planned to release on PS4 by the end of June. The goal with this video is to provide a thorough explanation for every step required to download and play with mods on both consoles. Although all of this is being shown on Xbox One, this process should be exactly the same for PS4 when they release in June. Let's go ahead and get started with a look at Bethesda.net. So the very first step before you do anything else is to go on Bethesda.net and create an account. And I left a link in the description that will bring you to this very same page. I believe you can do this on your computer or mobile device, it doesn't really matter. So first you have to choose a username, whatever you need to choose there. I don't think you have to put your first or last name, actually. I don't think you need to put that. I made this account and it didn't require that, so you don't have to give them that information. Then you have to go ahead and enter an email address, and of course you choose whatever email you want, that's fine, whatever, and then confirm that on the right side. Then you need a password, very simple stuff. Then you need to go ahead and pick a security question, and then your language, country of residence, and then of course at the very bottom you have to just click a few more things. You have to be 13 or older. I'm sure they can't really enforce that, but of course, don't lie, of course. You're making an account here and you're breaking terms of service. So make sure you're 13 years or older, and then you're pretty much good to go. You just have to say, I'm not a robot, and you're pretty much done. And you have to go ahead and answer a confirmation email in order to officially have your account activated. And once you've done that, you can return to your console and start with mods. But first off, you should have a console update that should have this mods menu appear on the main title screen. But if it's past the console mods release date and for some reason you don't see this mods menu, completely shut down and unplug your console from the wall. At least on Xbox One, this completely power cycles everything and usually solves that issue. I've seen numerous people tell me that. Just unplug your console. Once your console does have that update and the mods menu does appear, then you'll need to log in using your account information. And once you enter this information, you should be able to log in immediately and not have to keep re-entering your username and password. And that's something you're seeing right here. This is taken from my launch stream. You do have to enter your username, password, and then log in. But if you're having troubles here, it's not because you entered the wrong information, or it may be because of that. But if you're 100% sure you're entering the right information, then something is wrong with Bethesda's servers. It'll give you a little error message at the bottom. They've had some serious issues on the Xbox One on launch day, but day after, on June 1st, everything seems to be working just fine now. But if the same issues happen with the PS4 and you're on this video looking for a solution, the only solution really is to be patient and wait for them to fix whatever's going on. Once again, if you've already entered your account information and have logged in before, then your login will look like this. It'll be absolutely immediate. You just click the mods option in the main menu, and here you will be. So this is the mods menu, allowing you to browse mods, download them, favorite them, do all kinds of things with your mods. And so we're going to go through absolutely everything you can do in this menu. So first off, obviously, you've got a Netflix-like browsing feature here. And so at first you have most popular this week, most popular all time, which are right now the same, basically the same, since they've just come to consoles. And so, you scroll down, you'll find these different categories: highest rated, most followed, latest, and then you get into the alpha order stuff, and this individual, more specific categories if you're looking for a more specific thing. So animals, armor, audio, goes all the way down A to Z through different categories that the game has. And also you'll find categories like automatron. So this is specific to DLC. There's also a Far Harbor category at the bottom, which is also interesting. So that's pretty much how you can browse mods. You can find, I think there's almost 1,000 mods available for Xbox One at this point. I'm sure there'll be a lot more into the future. You can also click the X button to search for a specific mod. So if a friend says, hey, this mod's out, you should check it out, you don't want to scroll through all this browsing, you can just search it for its title, and you'll be able to find it that way. So that's pretty cool, and that definitely works as well. So let's go ahead and go through the process of looking at a mod and downloading it. So, for example, Modern Firearms is the most popular mod right now. It's a really cool mod, and I've already favorited it. These are the options you're going to see once you click on a mod, any mod. So what you're going to see again is on the top, screenshots kind of showing off what the mod is. You can see it's a very high texture modern rifle, which is very, very cool. Can't wait to test this out. And then on the bottom of the screen, you're going to have a description. So you've got the Gunsmith edition of Modern Firearms for Xbox One, and then whoever created the mod has actually given you a description, kind of short instructions, as you can tell, showing you exactly what this mod is, and also talking about load order. Load order is something we're going to talk about in just a second here. But on the left bottom of the screen, you're going to see options to favorite it. Of course, I've already favorited it, so I can unfavorite it if you've already favorited it. And then you can download, rate, report, and then you'll also have another option once you've downloaded it. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the download button. Oh no, the mod's no longer available. Okay, well, we're not going to check out Modern Firearms, unfortunately. So let's just do Fallout 4 lightsabers. Just a second example, again, more screenshots here. If I want to favorite it, I can go ahead and favorite, and I can also download. Hopefully this one actually works. Yes, it does. And so just like that, mine downloaded, and then it will automatically be enabled. So you can either disable or enable the mod from this area. And so it's easy as that. All you have to do is click a button and download a mod, and it'll be available. It'll be in your library at the very top if you scroll to the very, very top. And so at this point, that's pretty much all you need to know about downloading mods, but also there's something called load order. And this is going to show you all the mods that you have installed. It's also going to show you in the top right how much total mods, how much space you can actually download. And so right now, there's a 2 gigabyte limit. You can only download up to 2 gigabytes worth of total mods. There's no actual limit, I don't believe, on the number of mods, but you just can't go over 2 gigabytes on the memory or the size of these mods. And so essentially what we're looking at is a order of mods that you have to keep your mods in, and some mods do have specifics on how you need to order your mods. So let's just, that was really a tongue twister there, but let's just go ahead and look, for example, on Modern Firearms. I know it doesn't work, but if you look in the description, it says put this mod in the bottom of load order if possible. And so this guy's basically telling you, hey, if you download my mod, it should be at the bottom so it doesn't conflict with other mods. So if I were to download Busty EV Body Replacer, I wonder why I would download that, and look in the description, it says load order. It's best if Busty is loading last in your mod order. The only exception is skin texture mods. They'll need to load after this. So for example, if I want to replace my female, body, model, shape, and all that, then I would download this, and then if I had some kind of skin texture that changes the skin, that would have to go after that Busty mod there. And so that's just an example of how load order works. It's pretty simple stuff, but if you're having troubles, it's best to go and look at a mod specifically and see if there's any instructions on load order. But for the most part, this is something you don't generally have to worry about that much. And also, something really important, I don't know if you guys saw when I first logged into mods, I'll go ahead and do it again, but you catch it very quickly. It says achievements are disabled. That means achievements and trophies are disabled no matter what. And that is something you have to keep in mind. So if you are going to play with mods, we're going to talk about how it creates a different save. Don't play on the modded save or else you cannot get achievements if you're trying to go for achievements. And so that's something you definitely have to keep in mind. But some other really important things to keep in mind is that as you're browsing these mods and downloading them, not all of them work right now. Some of them do say they do certain things, but they don't in fact work. And that's just kind of a user quality control kind of thing. Bethesda, it's hard for them to control that. I mean, you can report a mod for not working. I don't know if that's quite productive. Probably more productive to contact the person who made the mod, but not all of them work right now. Some of them will crash your game, in fact. So you'll be playing in a mod, and all of a sudden you'll be booted out to the dashboard if you're on Xbox. And so, some will actually crash your game, and some of them actually say not tested for consoles yet. And so that's something you just have to look out for. I would not try mods that say they're not tested for console because it may cause you some issues. But as we're going to see with saving, usually you can avoid that. It's not a huge issue. So once you've got your mods downloaded and enabled, go ahead and load up a save. And it doesn't matter which save, whether you've modded or not, but just for, example purposes, I've loaded up a regular save on a regular character, just JV right here. And so we're going to talk about saves and how that works in just a second, but I'm going to show you guys, just show off, the mod actually in action. So I just downloaded this mod. All I did was download it, nothing else, and it changed right here. So here's the mod right here in Sanctuary. It added this trunk and added a few different interesting lightsabers for me to look at. Laser sabers, as this person calls them. Probably for fear of copyright and whatever. But anyways, blue lightsaber. Very cool. It's got a nice blue glow there. Let's go ahead and test one more of these. Dark purple. There we go. Kind of a Mace Windu looking lightsaber. So anyways, I'm playing on a regular save, and I've got mods installed, so that changes things. So I'm going to go ahead and save my game and show you guys exactly what happens when I do that. So I create a new save right there. Let's see. Did that actually not save? It did. Okay, so just ignore that message there. So basically, once you're in game and you have mods installed, either the game auto-saves or you manually save with mods enabled and installed, you will create a second version of that character with a separate game save. So, for example, you guys saw I was just on normal JV, right? Well, I've got mods, and now I've got a JV modded. So it's like a second version of that character with a separate set of game saves. So I just decided to save, and it looks like I can go back a little bit. Yeah, okay, so these are just kind of, some extra save games here that are all modded because I have mods enabled. But this is completely separate, for example, from my other JV. So if I go up here, here's JV that I had before. This should have more, options of what I did before. All of my saves, from before I was, messing around, doing whatever with this character. And so, once again, you'll see, that reflected as JV and then JV modded. And then next to each save, you'll see the little M. And, of course, that stands for modded. So, this basically allows you to keep track of which saves are modded and not modded. And if you want to continue on your non-modded playthrough, basically you'd have to go back to the main menu, disable all of those mods. I don't think you have to uninstall them, just disable them, and then continue once again, going through, I guess, from the main menu, selecting your character and going just to the normal JV and then clicking on one of those. And that'll allow you to keep playing through the game and actually, earn achievements, for example. There are a lot of cool mods to check out. Everything seems to be working as of June 1st, generally working. Some mods won't work, some mods will work, but that's just something you could probably expect from here on. But once again, I am just guaranteeing that you guys should have the same exact kind of process on PS4. There should be nothing different except for the fact that you're on a PS4, because everything is handled within, the actual game within the own mods menu, and then of course you have to go on Bethesda.net and handle that on PS4. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this was helpful for you, and also I'd like to hear from you guys. Which mods are you trying out first? What looks really interesting? I think the modern firearms mod looks really cool. Unfortunately, it wasn't working, as you guys could tell earlier in the video. I'll have to check that out. Maybe there's a new update or something like that. So anyways, guys, today I shared a simple step-by-step guide on how to download and play with console mods. And next time we will cover more Fallout on my channel, so stay tuned for Fallout 4 tips and tricks videos. If you learned something new or enjoyed this video, remember to hit that like button. I would really appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe for Far Harbor DLC, my survival mode live streams, Bethesda.net mods, and general tips and tricks videos. Talk to you guys next time. Peace!